Studio tour. I've been wanting to make this video for like 2 years, and I've had the studio for 3 years, and I've never made kind of like a full-blown video about the studio, why I have it, what I use it for, you know, how I built it, all the different sections and spaces, and just like going in deep in depth to see the whole studio. I'm also gonna try to rearrange and reorganize this place. So this video will include all that, but first we gotta clean up. About this space real quick. It's two 400 square feet rectangles. Would you look at that? It's JT calling me. JT, say hi to the people.
Hey people.
I'm talking about how we built this bunker actually.
Yeah, and then I left.
Yes, you did. All right. So it's two pretty big rooms, 400 square feet each, that's separated by this big wall. JT and I knocked it down in the beginning to kind of open it up. And it's a beautiful space, you know, it looks nice, but it was a real shithole in the beginning. What you don't see about this whole space and this setup is that where this is located is in a bad part of town. It's a very old factory by the train station, and it's like very dilapidated. We put in a lot of work to make the studio look like this and look nice, and the big windows make it look nice, but you know, the environment around is not good at all, and the rent is actually quite cheap because of that, cheaper than you would expect. And also JT and I put in a bunch of work to make the value of this space higher to get a cheaper monthly rent, if that makes sense. And the biggest question I always get is people like, you're only 24, how do you pay for this studio? How do you have this studio? You're so spoiled. And you know, I am very lucky than a lot of other people. I get a bunch of support from my mom, which people don't get in terms of moral support for my creative endeavors. But you know, financially, this studio was paid off a lot in the beginning when I worked at a restaurant for 1.5 years and I saved up. And then also I've gotten a couple large commissions to pay for this. JT helped pay for it. I work at, you know, house painting, I do graphic design work, I do commission videographer work, I do commission artwork, so I'm able to pay for that, and I don't have any other expenses really in my life. I live at home, I left school, and so this is kind of just my baby, and I try to keep it, and it's like my dream. Like I said, I'm extremely lucky. But that's pretty much it, you know, to answer those questions. And so let's kind of just walk around and go in deep around here. Great part about this studio, it's right by the train station. Oh, we just missed a train, but it's loud sometimes, but it's great because there's stuff always going on. So anyways, we're here. This is the Mojo section, the painting section you've seen in, you know, all the videos. It's kind of like, I got this big desk space right here. That's actually kind of like this illustration cabinet, this archiving cabinet that I got for free. Someone just gave it to me, and you know, it has like all the illustrations I have from a while ago, the stencils I work on, just like hundreds and hundreds of things. I like to keep everything. I'm kind of a hoarder and organize it. You know, this is like the painting supplies, got the stuff. It's good to have surface area. I'm a fan of it. This is the easel that goes up and down. It's pretty wobbly from being old and a lot of usage. You know, more surface area, desk space. Same with this over here. More reference paper that I keep from random projects. I really just never throw anything out. I just can't. I think I got issues, but you know, just more stuff, supplies. This is an illustration desk, like a drafting desk that stays up like that. I use that all the time. It's one of the things I actually bought new. A lot of the furniture in here is free, that I got for free or extremely cheap or used or whatever. This is the spray paint area. You know, more than half of these cans are less than half full, but I use them for stencils and other things, so I just try to keep all the colors I can because I use little amounts at different times. We got the slop sink, which is huge for this studio. That's one of the reasons why we renovated this place and actually got it 3 years ago, because of this slop sink. And then another vital piece of equipment for any studio, I think, is a massive trash can. You know, it's quite full, but that's a big one, and you know, trash is accumulated. This is like the chill zone, like I said, got the speakers, got books everywhere. Just to hang out, you know, this is a little desk, little fridge. And so we'll go through the portal to the other room. This is the entrance. This is just like storage stuff, things on the go. This is kind of like the mural supplies. You know, I got all the buckets of paint from different projects, all the mural supplies, you know, buckets, more stuff down there if you can see. You know, this is just all supplies and all random drop cloths and things that I use. Some paintings on the walls, storage space. This is another kind of like woodworking section, this nice beautiful table that we got for like 20 bucks. This is a project that I haven't cleaned up yet, but you know, the designated get messy spot. More canvas storage. This is more desk space for stuff. This is like a lot of tools actually. These are tools. I don't know if you can see that, can you? Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff, because you know, this space is not just a painting studio. It's a working studio. I do woodworking, not a lot, but I build things. I do videography, part-time stuff. I paint, obviously. I do commission work and murals. So this studio has to kind of have all of those things if it's going to be worthwhile to have, you know, and to make those things and products I do even better, to help me. You know, this is a resource. This is a utility for all my projects. And that's like the thing. It's like, do I make money from my artwork and videography work? Yes. Do I make a lot? No. But, you know, this place is kind of to make those projects more efficient. How is the environment, how is the space gonna kind of inform the work that I do? How is it gonna help it? How is it gonna push me to make the best work I can? And you know, I put in a couple $1,000s just on the renovation with my buddy JT 3 years ago. And now that it's been that long, we've acquired couches and furniture and all the different tools that come with all these projects and work that I do. And you slowly collect them up and you use them and you see what works, what doesn't work, what kind of setups work, you know, what's the best for your flow. And so yeah, these are just things. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm trying to kind of share it all. Usually these windows are blown out because it's so light, but this is another reason why this studio, which is located in an old factory, is so amazing, because of these like 8-foot windows. They're so beautiful and they give beautiful light, but they're usually blown out because I gotta keep the exposure good on this side. Anyways, let's do some modifications. I'm gonna move this illustration cabinet to right here. See if I can get them both in frame. And I'm gonna move this couch right here in this section. More archival reference photos, old project, you know, digital files that I printed out, you know. I don't know if you can see this. This is this tattoo, this OG canvas. Chapter 1 of the slab. Now save it all. All right, fit something right there. I like that. And then this is just all open now, baby. You know, just walk in here. And that's all she wrote. You know, I'm sure it will take me a few days to get used to the new setup, but I love change. All there is change and completely evolving everything to you know, increase the workflow, optimize everything. It's a good time. I'm glad I made that move. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Instagram or DM me on Instagram if you have more questions. Leave questions in the comments if you want. I'd love to answer any questions. Like I said, I am extremely lucky to have this space and I count my blessings every day. I try to at least but it's my dream, it's my baby. I left school to stay here, to make art, to make videos. Take that how you will. Got a bunch of awesome projects lined up per usual. See you in the next video.